Can you imagine a group of 300 people climbing 700 meters of steep slope in the dead of the night using only a lizard? Now, will you believe if I tell you that these 300 people had to fight against a strong army of 5,000 people with no backup to turn to? It was March 1670. Imagine what must be going through the mind of a young Maratha soldier who is about to be a part of one of the most challenging battles in the history of battles. Imagine the amount of valor and the dedication towards a cause that drives a young soldier to attack one of the strongholds of the greatest empires on earth. We may never know the reason behind his bravery, but what we know is what happened on that moonless dark night in March of 1670. Some facts are harder to believe than fiction. One of such true fiction is the Battle of Sinhagarh. Sinhagarh Fort, a 2,000-year-old fortress built specifically to ward off any enemy attacks perched on the Sahyadri Undaunted. This epic has its roots in an old frail mother. This queen mother of Maratha Empire had a dream of seeing their flag unfurl on the heights of Sinhagarh. The legend says one morning Jijabai was gazing out of her window in Rajgarh Palace with tears in her eyes when Shivaji walked in. He realizes Jijabai longs to see the symbolic fort under Maratha rule. Shivaji vowed to win back this fort as an ode to his mother. Tanaji, Shivaji's childhood friend and one of his most able commanders, was entrusted with this mission. The only way to take control of this fort is also the most dangerous. The only way to penetrate this fort was to climb 700 meters and scale the fort wall on the least guarded side. The cliff was smooth rock face and there were virtually no footholds for any man to climb. The fortress was under the protection of Udayvan Rathore, one of the bravest commanders of the Mughal army, and 5,000 other battle-hardened soldiers. Here comes Yashwanti, a trained monitor lizard. It was Shivaji's favorite lizard. A rope was coiled around Yashwanti's waist and it was ordered to climb the cliff. The lizard climbed up and held on to a rock with a deadly grip. Tanaji climbed up then with a few chosen Mawala soldiers, each one of them carrying a coil of rope tied to their waist. Once they reached the top, they fixed the ropes with the cliff so that the remaining soldiers could also climb up. Scarcely before 300 men had reached the top, their arrival was detected by the Mughal guards. The battle ensued. Swords were drawn, a bloody battle erupted. The odds were highly stacked against Tanaji's forces. In the ensuing battle, Tanaji was killed. Seeing the leader fall, the Maratha troops wanted to leave the battleground and run away. At this time, Tanaji's uncle, Shelar Mama, ordered to cut the ropes, cutting the only retreat option of soldiers. Now it was a do or die situation for the soldiers. The soldiers fought back with a new vigor and held off the enemy forces till the rest of the Maratha forces managed to break the enemy defenses. After the blood battle, the fort was won. But Shivaji had lost a dear friend and one of his most able commanders in his battle. Now you don't have to imagine that a group of 300 people can climb 700 meters of steep slope using only a lizard. Now you know.